Yo, what is up guys? This is Mio and we're here today with the CPC Season 6 Week 1. So this is versus North Vader and his Scarborough Staraptors. So first I'm gonna actually go through my entire team because I didn't do a draft analysis. I'm gonna go through my whole team in general just to show you what my team is, so I don't have to put my team in the side when I do the actual team builder. So I'm gonna do that fast and then cut to the actual team builder section. So first of all, I have a Megalopony, and Megalopony is Megalopony. Now I have a Victini, and Victini is cool because I never used Victini before. I used it once actually a while ago, but not much. So I like that it's strong, but there's also kind of like along with Mandibuzz here, it's kind of like a Gen 6 core, but I like that Mandibuzz adds defog and slow pivot and such into this stuff. So it's a really nice mon. It kind of takes on all the roles, but if you know my playstyle, then I'm not too big of a stickler on something having all the roles because Mandibuzz is really good. Nido King is because I wanted a breaker that's also a grounded poison, because whenever you don't have grounded poison, you can lose the T-spikes. That has happened to me multiple times. So I like having that, and also a good breaker with rocks. I haven't had rock at this point yet. So, fun mon. And Arena, just because I needed a water and a fairy. And what better a fairy than a great one? I love Arena so much, it's so fun. I'm a great breaker, but this team is a lot of breakers, but cleaner and stuff. So then I chose Max Sound just because what it can do as far as it doesn't even need to be a magnet hold trapper because it doesn't really carry much weight anymore. I'm not even weak to scissor or stuff much, but the fact that it's analytic and such, it's a strong mon. It's really underrated for what it can do offensive, what it can do besides trapping and stuff. It's really underrated in its strength, and there's also its bulk too, because 115 and 90 for that stuff, that's pretty good compared to a lot of things. And Juggernaut is definitely one of my favorite dragons in general, just because it's super strong and it also has multi-skill. Multi-skill is amazing. It also has E-Speed and A-Jet, which as far as a priority, I think they're pretty damn good off of this 134 attack. It's just really versatile for what it can do, and it's really bulky, and it's just super fun. The real downside is the 80 base speed, but it's kind of made up for with the E-Speed, so it's fun. And to go with the Dragonite is the classic pair of the Water Drowned, so we got Seismitoad. So Seismitoad is a good rocker, a good Scaldmon, good knockoff user. It's just solid in what it does. It also has some niche sets and Swift Swim and stuff, but it's just fun to use. It's one of my most used mons for a good reason. It's good at what it does. I had to get Lycanroc here for some more speed, because this team it went from the Victini up to Lop, which was kind of an issue, but now I have something else over the 110 base speed in Lycanroc today. So this has another form of priority in Accelerock. So Accelerock is fun because a lot of things are weak to rock, and it's a priority rock move, and that is great. But it's another offensive rock type. I don't use offensive rock types that much, so it'll be fun to be able to use this at some point. And now Miss Magius is definitely one of my favorite ghosts. It was 7 points, but it's so worth it. It's another decently fast mon at 105 base speed. It's just got all this moveset here. It's just great. I don't know what there isn't to love about this thing. It's kind of frail physically, on the physical side, but it makes up for that with just being good at what it does, and Will-O-Wisp and stuff, and Taunt, and it's fun. Now I decided to use my last 4 points on Abomasnow because a lot of my other stuff got sniped ultimately. But Abomasnow is a fun little 4-point mon here. I think it might be, there's 4 points, but it's good at just being a fun little niche on a team. Ice Shard's good and such, but yeah, this team, it's kind of bland, but not really bland in a bad way. its strengths just are fun. Like, it's a fun team. It's something I can use. Like, yeah. I don't have much to say about it because it's not really anything special. I didn't like get a good like rhythm and planning besides the Dragonite Seismitoad core, but it's fun. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the actual theme itself now. Alright, so here's the actual theme builder section. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the stuff here, just get right into it. So here's this team, here's the builder. So right off the bat, we have opening. So what I want to do with opening here is basically kind of just be able to stall out a little bit while keeping my health high. Just if he tries to like do any like toxic stuff with Aloe or Selly or whatever, like in Facade, basically having the Encore is good for if he tries to do anything funky with Aloe or Selly. So Encore is nice on that. But having Drain Punch and Facade kind of covers a lot of options. Then sub because I want to, but I don't think I really needed. I don't really think that it was the crucial part of this game, but it definitely can help in certain kinds of matchups where I can sub up freely. And I have the max speed, max attack just because he has the Mega Main. No reason to do anything else. Nothing else funky. So what I have with Seismitoad here is because chances are he leads with like a Crook or something, that, or but the first kind of attack that will hit Seismitoad will probably be a knockoff from Crocodile or Aloe even. So the first kind of attack that'll hurt it, that'll hit it, will probably be a knockoff. So I have a Metal Herb just in case I can't comes first from Crook or something like that. So that's the major reason why it's Metal Herb over lefties. So it's got Stealth Rock and Scald, and Knockoff and Toxic. So if I can catch something with a Toxic, and this matchup especially because it's so bulky, like Gudra and Aloe and all this stuff is just so bulky. If I can catch something with a Toxic, it would really change the dynamic in my favor because they can't, like Aloe especially can't just stay in and stall out because that's super bad positioning for me if you're gonna stay in all the time. And then Knockoff is nice because it means that I know that he doesn't have like a scarf or something on that mon, on a particular mon. It's somewhat for Gudra, somewhat for Aloe, like get rid of a helmet, somewhat for Golbat too, for a reason I'll get into a second, but or a Violite or whatever. So just knowing what items they don't have is nice if I can get a knockoff off. And so, while Victini Cube was actually banded for a long time, I decided to move the Scarf at the last minute just because, in case he did decide to be Scarf Tracheon, even though Scarf Tracheon is definitely not the right set here, if he'd probably be Rock Polish C move. So, I think just having Scarf for like an Automatized Celesteela or a Scarf Crocodile or I don't know, just a lot of stuff. I don't know, like a Mega Main 2. Mega Main 2 is also the reason to Scarf it. So be able to strong beat down stuff. So yeah, I mean not too much you can really say about a Victini with Scarf. So yeah, and now I'm gonna skip past. No, I'm not gonna skip past that. I'm gonna go to Miss Magius here. So this is the game's primary win con with Adrenaline Orb Nasty Plot. So the main issue with this is that I need a lot of stuff weakened. I need Gudra weakened a lot because Dazzling Beam doesn't do even that much with +2 because it's so bulky. I need Manectric lowered a little bit. I need Celesteela lowered to about half or so, especially if it's Wakan, then I need that off too. I need Terrakion to not be Scarf, I need to not have a speed boost. And just a lot of this stuff I need to have answered, but having the possibility of Intimidate Crook coming in, or Intimidate Mega Manectric coming in, makes Adrenaline Orb a really good option here. Just the Nasty Plot, the moves, covers everything besides nothing. It covers everything. So, that is what that team is supposed to, that's what this is supposed to do if it can pull it off. And Zone, I was really him-hawing about what I should do with this thing because I wasn't sure primarily what berry I should put on it, because with the Ochre Berry that helps with Manectric, and then with Toxic Manectric, with Shuka it helps being able to take a Crocodile hit or whatever, like a Celestial hit. Ochre also helps with the Salazzle a bit, again, that Kaisai-Com, but Chople would really help with Terrakion, because Terrakion is a big issue for me. And also this 72 with special attack, I don't actually remember quite what it was for, but I think what it was is to get the Oko on, I think it was the Oko on Salazzle with Thunderbolt after rocks, which is still enough to do it, which is still enough to do heavy damage to everything else. It's not that much of a difference in power, and I was able to invest enough speed into it to outspeed an Aloe, and a bunch of this other stuff that's not as much of importance to this game. It's the bulk. Like, I needed the bulk, but I didn't need the specific EV side for the bulk, so kind of irrelevant here, but I ultimately with the Ochre Berry. I also have Sturdy because, while Analytic would be nice, I also don't need to trap anything because Zone's not going to trap the Celestial very well, and especially if it's a Shed Shell Celestial. And Mandibuzz here is a mixed wall with lefties, so it's kind of just the everything wall here if the Seismitoad goes down. So basically the main goal of Mandibuzz here is it has enough Fizz Bulk to take a Terrakion Stone Edge after a bit of chip. If it's Scarf, it also has enough special defense to take 2 Salazzle Fire Blasts. And if it's not Life Orb anyway, after rocks. So that's basically what the Mandibuzz is supposed to do, and the rest of the team, I think it's actually decently well put together, but it does have some flaws. The team as a whole is also just flawed and being really weak to Terrakion. Like, I built the best I could for Terrakion, and I'm still really weak to it, you can tell. But anyway, I'm gonna get into the game here. Alright, so into the game here, he brought about everything I was really scared of. So that's wonderful. Terrakion's there, that's obviously gonna be there, it destroys me. Crook's there, Sally's there, Mega Main's there, Aloe's there. The 6th slot, like those first 5 would probably always come, but the 6th slot is kind of up to his discretion. So I guess he chose Guja here, which, I mean, Guja probably has Power Whip if he, like, let's see. Like, I know it does, but anyway. I know it does because he leads with it. Like, yeah, that's definitely counter lead to Size Toad, so you have Power Whip. Not gonna fall for that. So, he does indeed have it. So, well, since I said that, I didn't get to talk about his team that much. So, Main and Track, well, they're kind of his main, like, offensive threats. Like, Trax doesn't come in last, which is definitely his win con. I think Crook is definitely one of his early game mons that's probably going to go down early enough. Celesteela is hard to tell what exactly he's going to want to do with that, but I think it's going to be a defensive set. Could be a defensive set. Probably has EQ. Might have a grass move. And main, I think it's basic main, probably HP Ice over HP Grass because he doesn't have that much for Juggernaut, but he has a good amount of it for it. But I can't really tell off paper what all he's gonna do besides the basic stuff. Like, Terrakion could be Scarf or it could be Z move. I think it's gonna be Z move because I was thinking I think it's gonna be Z move because it is generally better as a mon to bring this matchup because I can like knock off his Scarf, or I can just beat it, or I can just switch around and beat him when he's locked into one move. So I think the Rock Policy move is better if he can get it up. So he does end up toxing my Mandibuzz, which is a bit problematic, but not ultimately too bad for me. So I get some free damage with Lop here. Can I go for the straight for the Drain Punch? So it was a crit. I don't think it mattered that much, even if he was Chopple, because he wouldn't have Chopple next. So I would have been killed it next turn anyway. It would have been at more health, but not enough to really matter. So I do learn about this thing's item. This thing is, yeah. So I think he's Scarborough toxic here, which is really what he was doing. So I get it from rocks here. I get a rock there, and he just go for the knockoff. So, wait, that's what I was talking about. Mental Herb, it was the right play for it was the right choice for that build, because he's gonna knock it off anyway, or he's gonna taunt. So that covers everything, because I was never getting leftover recovery back. So we're already up 6-5, and we got rocks on both sides, but I'm still really pressured by this thing. So he does miss a power whip, but it wouldn't have done that much anyway. So he reveals that he's Earthquake and Power Whip and Toxics on this thing. So hard to tell exactly what he wants to do with it, but this Aloe is just spooky. So now Gudra's toxic because of Magnezone, and that means it kind of takes a lot of damage over time. So that's really nice to have on it. And now I almost actually went for a Flash Cannon there, and that would have been devastating for Terrakion. That would have been really devastating for this thing. But anyway, what's really bad there is that I missed that Toxic, because what I was talking about earlier with Aloe, that I need to Toxic it, otherwise it's going to be a big pain in the ass. Like, I do think that really messes with my positioning for this game, because it's going to be able to do a bunch of damage and heal it back easily, a lot of stuff. So, I don't know, it's just really annoying that I don't have that. So I do gotta get rid of his item here, which is his leftovers, so this thing doesn't recover as much. Metabuzz just kind of always covers this thing, what it's gonna do. I decided not to go for a defog at all here, because even though he still has his rocker, and I still have a rocker and he doesn't, I decided I just wanted to keep up the momentum. And what I was doing here with the play into Magnezone here, I was baiting the Chopple Berry. I was pretty sure it'd work, because Narth is a pretty safe player, and it just kind of worked out in my favor that I got to bait that Chopple. Whereas I'm going to go into the next trick and missing the Toxic. So that's 2 Toxic missed. That could help me out. That would have helped a bit with I don't know, just how the game flows, because this would have been at less health. I could have done some different stuff. And so now, if this was Toxic too, it'd be at less health. I could kind of work around it a lot more. I think he would have played differently too, but definitely would have put me in a really good spot with how much Toxic I would have had on all this. So he doesn't want to risk anything here, so I'm gonna keep going for my Drain Punches, get a little bit of health back each turn, but also kind of lose them. So I don't get anything from that. So he gets to wish back Gudra for free, but I gotta voltage out into Lop, and I gotta Drain Punch all my health back at least. Except I don't, because he goes back into this. But I do get to drain back some health because of that crit, and also the fact that all those health HP set is so high. That's kind of easy to just do this. Turns out he is Liquidation, so if I turned out to be Thunder Punch, that was a bad play on his part, but because I didn't have that. And so now we're up 6-4 because that is done. Yeah, so Gudra goes down to some Drain Punching. But here's where I'm cracking again with this Aloe. Like, he's just so free to use it. It's so unpressured by anything without the Toxic on it. Just so unfortunate for me. So, I'm not able to kill it, but he is Return on it, which is kind of weird, but fine. So I let him go for this. So I could have kept doing this, like, but I had a feeling he switched out. So I go for the Rangers play, and this is kind of where I don't go for game here, but I go for a T-Bolt, and it's just nothing to Celesteela. It's just like 26%, that's nothing. So, you guys know if Heaven's Fan does nothing to zone. Could have gone for a T-Bolt there and done a lot of damage. I didn't really need this anymore. And there's one big play, bad play on my part, and now I do die the Giga Drain. So this is just not good for me here, because now this is at health where I don't kill it with T-Bolt. So I think that's one of my bigger misplays of this game. Like until this point, I was playing pretty on fire overall, besides missing the Toxics. This is the one, that's the one on the Alo primarily. So where this spot this puts me in is one where Magnus don't like the one where Terrakion is kind of free to come in now and just set up in my face if it is that, because I didn't really have much of a choice in the matter here because I didn't get any good positioning in this game. So I don't know, just like lack of what I can do here. He missed his Stone Edge there, which is kind of nice for me, but I didn't need that here. So really, what I gotta do here, I gotta rely on a missed Stone Edge onto Miss Mag. If I had Fake Out on Lop, then I could have won this anyway. This exchange anyhow, but what I gotta do here is I have to bait the I have to put out the I have to go into Manipulate here, I have to double into that, hope he goes for the Z move on that, predict me to not stay in. And so luckily he does go for the Z move now and get rid of that, so I am able to win if he misses a Stone Edge and I get the Shadow Ball kill. And he does. So I think the justice here is kind of back. Like, it's because looking at it, that entire game, my positioning was so off the Alo the entire time that I just let him get Terrakion up for free, which was so unfortunate. Even if I misplayed a bit, it still just put my positioning way off. So luckily here I can also just win with Miss Mag because I have the right stuff. Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt with the Adrenal Orb was ultimately able to win. So I think that was a good game. I think that's a good game overall. Like the Stone Edge miss, it looks a lot more like crucial than that Toxic miss. While Toxic does seem less like overall effective than a Stone Edge miss in the grand scheme of things, it's because Stone Edge is more immediate. I think it did kind of even out at the end. So good game, Nerd. And next week we face Jacko, which he is a Beedrill champion and I am not. Alright, so my name is Mio. Peace.